ourselves at the foot of the Rockies, Denver, Colorado, for this edition of the NFL on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Denver Broncos. Two 1-1 teams here, each looking to move over 500, and we're underway here in Week 3. And the mile-high air in full effect as that's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Ready, 8, read. Mike, 44. Here we go. Check, 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 check. Let's go.
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. Oh, and now he bowls him over. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 13 yards is the pickup for Tennessee and a first down. If you start assessing what went wrong last week, Charles, in their loss, had nothing to do with the ground game. They ran it well.
And you also have to say to yourself as a team, don't go away from what worked. That's not the reason the game was lost. Running the football over time, when you do it consistently, usually translates into wins.
And they're hoping to do it consistently here. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Henry. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
Okay, ready? Mike by 2, Mike by 2. Watch the curl, watch the curl, watch the curl. Now.
On 2nd down now, it's Henry, and very little daylight there. He'll get a couple up to the 44.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down.
Hey, Delta. You got tight. You got tight right there. 44. He's gripping.
They'll look to throw. And he locates Walker, complete. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
First down, Tennessee.
On the double. Mike spoke forward. Don't get nervous. Hey, wahoo!
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete. Jonnu Smith, the tight end, is intended receiver. And now it's 2nd down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
And he'll be down close to the 1st down marker as he gets this to the Broncos 41. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him, so when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it though.
Check 3, check 3, check 3. 6-6, pull it high. Go.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he's got it all the way down to the 12-yard line. It was 3rd and short, and they go flying past the marker for a gain of nearly 30 yards.
First down, Titans.
Got it.
You must be getting tired of seeing me.
Bravo. Ready?
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. This will be caught by Brown. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Titans take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point put through by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This is taken at the 3. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
At their own 24-yard line.
Here we go.
Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Hatchet. 61. Match. Buck did it.
They'll run for the first time with Phillip Lindsay. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Bringing him down defensively, Jayon Brown. Throwing on second down. Lock. Dixon, complete. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. The reception good for 7. It's third down. Faking the give to Lindsey. Here's Locke. He's got a man. It's Sutton. That's complete. And I guess, Charles, sometimes when you have a receiver well over 6 foot, you do that. Just put it up there, let him grab it, and he did.
And it certainly appears like a 50-50 ball, right? We always talk about that when both sides have a chance to get it, the receiver or the guy covering him. But I think the odds actually are in favor of the offense. They can see the ball coming oftentimes before the defender can get his head around. So I think that really goes to like 70-30, and they should be able to go up and get it most of the time.
And he got it there. Able to spin free. Not much there. Maybe a couple as he's taken down at the 40.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Lock throwing on target to Fant. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
First and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Go.
951. I'm coming for you.
Use that.
On first and 10, here's Locke. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on second and 10.
Let's go, defense. Here we go.
Defense.
And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. It's a loss of 4. Now third down. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on third down. On third and long, it's Locke. Got a man open, it's Sutton. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big third down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. On second down, a run with Lindsey. And they get to him quickly here as he's stopped right around the 13. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
Brings up 3rd and 12.
Ready?
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Titans 7, Broncos nothing.
This offense 2 for 2 on third downs on this drive. They're in for a tough test here, though. 3rd and long. Throwing his lock on third down. And this is caught for a Bronco touchdown. Noah Fant, his first touchdown of the new season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Sometimes those tight ends are a mismatch. They found the mismatch there.
And that's exactly why you want to draw up those types of plays, because coverage is just going to go to the natural guys, the guys that make the big plays on the outside. But if you work your tight end into it, that's a tough one for a defense to handle.
Tough. They couldn't handle it. It worked out for 6. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
2nd and 6 at the 28-yard line.
Come on, set. 70, Indy. Hey, orbit. You're right, 52, right, 52. You better be afraid of me.
2nd and 6. Got a man. It's Brown. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Let's go, let's go.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It'll be a loss of 1, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
At the 35-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Hey, box truck, box truck. Check cross, check cross, check cross. Both over the mic.
2nd and 11.
Ready?
It's complete to Brown, right side. And he maybe makes it back to the line of scrimmage. That's it. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here.
Hey, exit.
Minus 50, minus 50.
We own it.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. And it falls incomplete after almost being intercepted. A pick there would have been great. The good news for the defense now, it's 4th down. On 4th down, here's Brett Kern to punt the football away. Back deep is Philip Dorsett. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback.
Let's go.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The sack by Harold Landry, the former Boston College Eagle. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on second down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
51's the mic. 51's the mic. Hey, me and you all day. All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
Now Locke. He's going to wind up and air it out. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Amani Hooker. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. It's almost like you can see the look of frustration on his face. 4 interceptions last week. We talked about it all week. What did he do wrong? And another one here in the first half.
And you can understand the frustration. You actually feel his pain a little bit. But the worst thing he can do is what you're seeing right now, showing the other team that he's frustrated. All they're going to do is double their efforts to make him even more frustrated. He's got to gather himself, compose himself, and keep fighting.
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Henry out of the pistol. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. You talked about the need for them to establish the run early. They've been able to do that here in the first half.
And that means that the whole offense has adopted that attitude and that persona. We're going to take care of this young quarterback. Let's all get together and run it and take the pressure off.
And he can only manage to get this to the 45-yard line. Well short of the first. A pretty good effort there. 9 yards, but not enough. We'll likely see the punt team now on 4th down. Here's Brett Kern now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And now a high kick here as they'll try to cover this one. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. A tale of two extremes already in this game. A touchdown pass on their opening drive, followed by an interception last time out.
Now, it sounds like things balance out, right? What's that mythological thing that we do? If you have a candy bar, have a diet soda with it, it balances it out. And we know that's not really true, right? Because the interception, that sting lingers a little bit longer. Got to come out now and put together some nice plays.
Clock now to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. And he's going to have the hook up to Sutton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for, but now it'll be 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He's going to fire one deep left, and that's caught inside the 30. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big 30-yard play on 3rd.
Mike, 58, right there. Good track, good track.
Clock now on 1st down. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. Harold Landry Able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon. So second and long, and got to be careful not to fall out of field goal range. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Let him know, let him know.
On third down, block. This one complete to the running back, Lindsey.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
The kick by McManus is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, the drive ends in just 3, but they'll take it. Looks like they'll head to the locker room, barring something unfortunate, in front on the scoreboard.
Yeah, they may not be jumping up and down and celebrating because they have the lead, but still, any little momentum in a game like this is important to a team, and they'll feel real good about going in and regrouping, knowing that they are out in front.
And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. They'll set up a throw. Going up top. Oh, that was dangerous. Threw it into coverage, almost picked, but instead they'll keep it on second down.
Incomplete. It leads to second and 10.
After the incomplete pass, here now is second and 10. And he's going to take this one down inside the 45. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. So 3rd and 2. This quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped.
Hey, Charlie!
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will be spotted just shy of midfield, a 59-yard attempt. And this is good. He got just enough to clear the crossbar as he drops it in from long distance. So thanks to the late field goal, we are all tied up heading to intermission. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to...
And a big loss here as he's taken down. Harold Landry able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Shotgun snap and a give to Lindsey. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Locke working out of the gun. This is the tight end Fant. A heck of a play there on 3rd down, but amazingly they're still short for 4th.
Boy, they had a lot of real estate to make up there, but what a big-time play for them. Nice completion, excellent gain. Now they're in 4th and manageable.
Just a little short, though, with that marker. The Broncos send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their defense did its job, yielded no points. Now it's the offense's turn.
And how much fun is that when you set things up to start a half and you just tell your guys, hey, if you can shut them down, get it back for our offense, we can roll. And they played out perfectly. Now, can the offense do what they wanted to do at the half, which is find those weaknesses and now attack them and score some points.
And break this tie. Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive. But this is going to wind up incomplete. Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player. You threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
Push him back. Push him back. Shit, shit. Shit.
Now.
I got this, man. Me. I got this.
Big grip.
10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And Henry's hit. He lost the football. And he's going to be taken down here, still a couple yards short of the first.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover.
You ready?
Check. 59. Danny.
A first down carry for Henry. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
They'll drop the throw. And this is caught. It's Brown. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger than lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes...
There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game, as his guys are able to regain the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His second touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now.
And he's into the clear. He's at the 30. 10. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Phillip Lindsay, his second touchdown on the season. And now they can recapture the lead if they can make the PAT. McManus's point after is good, and that will put them on top here in the third. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, wahoo!
2nd and 9 now. This one caught by Davis. The catch and run pays off to the tune of 35 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll toss it to Henry. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Watching that play unfold and watching him complete it brought back memories of doing all those pursuit drills to make sure you don't over-pursue and let a guy get a cutback lane on you. He did that very well.
You praised him on tape yesterday for the angles that he takes to the ball. Took a great angle right there.
Let's go. 18 Gator.
Here we go, team. Here I come. Here I come.
Bravo.
59 mark. 59 mark. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. They'll get this to his tight end. It's Jonnu Smith. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 23. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Looking to throw. This will be caught by Brown. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
It's now 2nd and 6 at the 19-yard line.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Back to the ground now. It's Henry. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3. A field goal would get him the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Go.
Back to throw. The open man is Smith. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And the question now, how do they want to work the clock here on first and goal? A field goal would give them the late lead. And he's going to go down. Sacked right around the 17. Randy Gregory. He's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on second and goal, back even further.
Here we go. Watch seven. Watch seven. Right.
They'll set up to throw. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage. He's got daylight. He's at the 40. Past the 20. 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And with that, the lead is up to 8. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This fielded at the 2. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line.
At their own 31-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right? Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. And they're going to get about 3 here out of this first down run, and that'll bring up second and 7. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And he'll be down close to the first down marker as he gets this to the Broncos' 29.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
The Titans on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Don't get nervous. Jim.
And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
It's now 4th down.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Recon, 152 fighter.
They'll run. It's Henry. And he is not going anywhere. They stop him for no gain. Derrick Henry denied here on 4th down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. Lock and the Broncos going to come up 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by Lindsey. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And it'll be 2nd and 12.
Second and 12 at
Ready. 18 Gator.
Check, 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 check.
Another run by Lindsey. Well, now Lindsey lost the football. It's picked up by the Titans. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over.
I know when you're looking at the scoreboard clock, we're getting near the end of this game. But they were in what was really called 4-minute offense. And that's practice, meaning taking care of the football, taking time off the clock, not giving them a chance to come back. But bottom line, in the beginning, taking care of the football. That didn't happen.
Didn't do it. A costly turnover. Now this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. Picked off at the 38. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. Now, last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So, in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Lock to throw on 2nd down. And he whips that one incomplete there. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This is 3rd and 8. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Critical play in this football game because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
And a good result there as that'll get out of bounds and pin them back at their 10-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete. He was trying to get it to A.J. Brown that time, and that'll bring up 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. 2nd and 10. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield.
Give me some.
Go team, Spill. Hey, Haywood. Get it.
He'll drop to throw. And he can't come up with a pick. Nearly his 2nd of the game. Instead, 4th down. I guess they're in a situation now, 4th quarter, where they're forced to take some chances, but I don't know that that was the type of a chance you want to take.
And that one could very easily have been intercepted. And if it does get picked off, that could possibly seal this one.
And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And it'll be a short field for the Broncos as they take over 1st and 10.
10 Lobo.
Watch the pass.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Hey, Echo.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Underneath for Johnson. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Give him 14 yards there and a Denver 1st down. A much better effort we're seeing from him under center this week versus last week when he threw 4 picks.
He has thrown the 1 in this game, but you're right. When you cut it down from 4 the previous week, and we always talk about adjustments, well, he made some in practice, and he continues to work on it during the game. I'm sure he's getting plenty of reminders about how to stay in the moment, stay focused on the task.
And he's got him in the driver's seat here in the 4th quarter. So it's Bronco football as we get your reset here. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. To throw it is Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around the training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
Maybe the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Again, they'll run with Freeman. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And McManus able to put it through, and that will bump the lead up to 11. So his 2nd field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the 4th quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This will be taken in at the 1. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
At their own 29-yard line.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency. Move the ball at least a few times up.
And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And he will take it across midfield and down to the 45. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ballgame.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Through 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's the guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
That one good for 13 and a Denver 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
Freeman trying to earn some more carries in this Bronco running game as they come up here 1st and 10.
5.
The D can only stop it one more time as they take the knee.
Come on, set. 90 Wolf.
So this one will wind up a Denver victory, and they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over.